Ghosting is not the same thing as going no contact, and here's why.
The Narc Ninja, bringing you the tools and tactics to heal and deal with users and abusers. And now the Narc Ninja himself, Christopher Fairchild.
Hi, and welcome to the Narc Ninja channel, or welcome back. Here we bring you tried and true, tested and approved tools and tactics to deal and heal from narcissistic abuse. This narcissistic abuse movement is fairly new, and there are sort of new lay terminologies almost every day coming out of the paraprofessional healing communities, frankly filling the gap that standard traditional mental health professionals have simply failed to fully address. In my own healing journey, I've been so very thankful for both, and I believe they both have an important place in world media, at least to be of powerful service. But all these terms, it can be tricky to keep up with and be in the know. So let's get into this. I just put out a video here about my 3 favorite victories over narcissistic abuse, but it really should have been 4. Somewhere in my healing path as I was evolving and learning all about what had actually been going on all these years in my life with highly narcissistic people, and my boundaries started growing stronger. I was getting clearer. I was finding my voice. As this evolved, so did my ability to stick up for myself. I noticed that narcissists would initially be drawn to me as a target, but would eventually sort of float away. At first, it felt like that old classic narcissistic discard at the end of an abuse cycle. But here's what eventually developed as I kept getting stronger and clearer. The more I grew and the more I was being discarded and basically ghosted by narcs who would discover that the healed version of me is just no damn fun to mess with. I promise you now, if you gaslight me or try to manipulate me, I will gladly tell you about your narky self. Turns out, that ain't too popular with these slick charmers. I went from feeling that old pain of being thrown away like a used Kleenex to realizing something. Getting ghosted by a narc because of your awesome, healthy boundaries, listen to this, it makes you a badass narc ninja freaking boss. Things like the silent treatment, stonewalling, all of those things are, in fact, emotional abuse. Just ghosting someone who had a real place in your life is, in fact, emotional abuse, especially when they ghost you and then pop back up and then re-ghost you. Using things like that to punish another person because they hurt your pride or they triggered your shame and bumped into your fragile ego, all of that is narcissistic abuse. Ghosting is used to punish you. Now, on the other hand, if you find yourself in a relationship with any kind of a highly narcissistic, manipulative, exploitative person, you may reach a point at which any continued contact could be putting you at risk for more abuse. Or if it's somebody, sadly, that you maybe have in common with the abuser, and the risk of them sharing personal information about your life with the former abuser is just too high for it to be safe, emotionally or otherwise for you. If this is the case, then you may need to consider going NC or no contact. I have 2 videos on the subject right here on this channel. One to watch before you go NC, and the other is a step-by-step in how to do it properly. Some of those steps include making sure that you are not doing this to punish the abusive person, that you are clear that this is a permanent choice, no takebacks, and that you are agreeing to take all the other steps, like blocking them from all social media, and you're agreeing to never go play peekaboo with their social media to look in on them, just to make sure they're still alive. That is breaking no contact. You don't take any calls from unknown numbers, and you don't read their long blaming emails about how bad you are. Projecting is, in fact, sort of a sport for them. And you block them in every single way you can. You don't even shop at the same store or go to the same clubs anymore because you are committed to never running into them again. That is the badass Narc Ninja Boss way to go full NC. You see, ghosting is unkind and meant to hurt, while going no contact has nothing to do with the offending party, the narc. No, going NC is all about you, and it's only about you and your safety, your peace, and your healing. I hope that clears up any confusion on these sometimes tricky terms in our burgeoning and ever-growing community of healing from narc abuse. And hey, let me know if there's a video you would like me to make, or any questions you may have. I hope this was helpful. If so, subscribe and like if you haven't already. It really does help my channel grow so that other folks can see these videos. Thank you for sharing this moment with me today. Now, go be you to the full. Namaste.